Welcome to Thrum Hall as Hull take the field for what looks on the surface a routine First Division match, but we think this is a crucial game for both sides. Hull, after that fine victory against Bradford Northern last Wednesday evening, hit a bit of good form again at home, but the test for Hull is whether they can do it away. Only that one league victory away at Lee this season, and really Hull need to have rather better away form than that if they're going to climb the table much above the middle of it, which is what they hold at the moment. Halifax have been in rather shaky form recently, lost a couple of home matches here recently, most notably Leeds on New Year's Day, and a defeated Bradford on Boxing Day, so they've not been in top form. They've got one or two key players out, though Carl Harrison, former Hull FC prop, is back in their lineup today. Let's have a look at the two sides then. Hull have got exactly the same 15 on duty as played at the Boulevard last Wednesday. Richard Gaze at fullback, Paul Eastwood and Paul Sterling on the wings, with Gary Nolan and James Grant in the centres, Rob Danby and Des Hasler the halves, Russ Walker, Mike Dixon, Tim Street the front row, Danny Deve, John Sharp and Jeff Doyle the back three. Brandon Greenwood will be keen to get on here. This is his hometown, Halifax, and a lot of family connections in the Greenwood family with this club, and Chico Jackson is at 15. The Halifax side, Steve Lay at fullback, John Bentley and Mark Preston on the wings, plenty of pace there, John Schuster and Graham Hallis in the centres, Michael Hagan, the Australian from Newcastle, at number 6, with Chris Robinson, local scrum half, alongside him. Paul Bishop still out injured. Carl Harrison back in the front row at 8, with Roy Suttonwood and John Fieldhouse. David Boyd, Mark Perrott and Gary Devorty make up the back three. Andy Hancock and Gary Lord are the two substitutes. The referee, Mr. David Asquith from York. Brian Holwell's here with me as always. A victory for Hull here today would work wonders, really, wouldn't it? Would turn the season around, having had a good win last Wednesday. The one thing Hull haven't been able to do is to win 2 or 3 on the road, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah, and particularly the inability so far this season for any kind of form away from home. Yeah, it is important, but I think if they show the same spirit, endeavour and skill as they did last Wednesday against Bradford, they've every chance of coming up with a win. As I look around the team, Steve, I think it could be kind of a trivia rugby league question. When did 4 players who play for Newcastle Knights play in an English First Division game? Because well as we've got Schuster, Hagan, Boyd playing for Halifax, and of course we've got Jeff Doyle playing for Hull. Russ Walker. Carl Harrison late inclusion for Halifax, being out injured, not quite sure what with. Tim Street. Walker again. Stopped by Harrison, Fieldhouse. John Sharp. Last tackle. Ball back to Eastwood. Should go to Lay. Halifax have got the advantage of the wind in this first half. Schuster. Carl Harrison, first hit up. Tackled by Mike Dixon. Boyd. Robinson, Devorty, but a yard forward that one. Last tackle. Ball to Hagan. John Bentley well offside, doesn't matter though, the ball goes into touch about right on the 10-metre line. Not a particularly good gate this at Halifax. Have lost 3 out of the last 4 games. Obviously attendance has been hit. Hasler to Danby, who was wrapped up over his own line. Took a not a very good ball there from Des Hasler. Did well to take it and then was forced over the line by 3 defenders. So it's Paul Eastwood to drop out. Eastwood into the wind. Nonetheless, he finds halfway. And Steve Lay. Tackle by Grant. Perrott. Perrott bumps out of 2 tackles. Strong lad, Perrott. Played very well last year in the corresponding fixture. John Fieldhouse. Oh, good tackle. Robinson. Devotee on the switch. Hagan. Schuster. Tackle by Sterling. And Grant. And finally Diva. Robinson. Devotee dummies. Last tackle. Hagan. High kick. Well taken by Eastwood. Under a bit of pressure, Paul Eastwood took the ball well. Gary Nolan. To Richard Gay. Street. David. Doyle, straight up the middle, last tackle. Ball to Eastwood. High kick from Eastwood. Should be Bentley's ball. Bentley goes backwards off Bentley. Bentley trying to run round them all. Bad ball to Preston. It'll go into touch. Not too bad an idea actually, Steve, because there was room outside, but John Bentley, poor execution.
Yes, exactly. Certainly Preston was free on this wing, but a low looping pass that only found the touchline. So Hull with a chance now. They've much of the game has been in the Hull 20-metre line so far. Danby, Eastwood off the wing, almost up to the 20-metre line, midfield. Hasler goes to the left. Tim Street acting half-back sharp. Out to Dive. We'll play it on the 20-metre line. Hasler. Danby. Throws the dummy, goes himself, but Halifax defending that 20-metre line very effectively. Plenty of runners on the short side. Dixon goes on the open. He'll play it about 15 out. Hasler inside. Doyle. Slot makes the 10-metre line straight in front. The last tackle. Hasler. Room to run. It's the ball through, well picked up by Hagan. Schuster finds Lay. Driven back to the 10-metre line by Walker and Sharp. Fieldhouse. Prop forward of vast experience, gets the ball away nicely to Southernwood. Nice ball to Hallis. Hull opened up here, but a good tackle by Des Hasler, assisted by Diva. However, Hallis allowed to continue, gets to his feet. Tackle not complete. 10 metres inside the Hull half. Robinson. Boyd. Robinson again, plenty of room on that far side. Bentley gets away from the tackle of Sterling. Still going John Bentley. Down that wing. Still going. Tackle eventually about 8 metres short. Des Hasler across there. Last tackle. Hagan kicks through and collected just about on his own line by Russ Walker. So dangerous Halifax attack there, Brian.
Yeah, good break there by Hallis. Dropped off by Southernwood and found a gap, maybe 30 yards up from his own line. Made good progress. Good run by David. Tim Street. Good run by Street. John Sharp. Tackled by Boyd. Dixon from Acton halfback. I've not seen Mike Dixon do that before, but not a bad kick, but there's no chase. Not such a bad kick by Dixon. Tackle by Lay, tackle by Gary Nolan. Hallis. Oh, loses the ball. Rob Danby. Hasler. Diva. Gay. Doyle. A strong run by Jeff Doyle. Sharp. Dixon. Oh, ball out to Richard Gay. Can't get rid of it. Looking for Sterling. John Sharp. Walker. Last tackle. Hull going blind. It's Hasler. Kick into the air. Straight to the fullback. Sterling, good tackle by Paul Sterling. Good run by Bentley. Good 15 yards. Robinson to Perrott. Well tackled. Carl Harrison. Tackled by Hasler and Sharp. Robinson, dummies. Hasler over the top, good tackle by Des Hasler. I think it's Mike Dixon down. He's got his head in the way of a knee then when he went into the tackle. That was a good long kick. Shows you something about the strength of the wind. Picked up by Paul Sterling. Tackled by Schuster. Oh, bad play of the ball. Halifax got possession. Schuster down the blind to Bentley. Oh, good tackle by Doyle. Strong tackle, needed to be. Robinson. Hagan, oh, lovely ball to Boyd. Boyd will score, he does. Bumps off Gate. And Mike Dixon still having treatment. Bit of an experience by Paul Sterling, allowed Devoted to take the ball off him, Steve, at the play of the ball there.
Yes, Hull were always struggling after that. Did very well to keep John Bentley out in the far wing. But Halifax biding that time and opening the gap up just to the left of the posts. And David Boyd, the player, crashing over. So Halifax have the lead. Mike Dixon is back on his feet. Not too difficult a conversion for John Schuster. Both sides have so far made mistakes in their own 20-metre area, which has led to pressure. Halifax the first to take advantage of it. Mike Dixon standing in the middle of the field, holding his head. Hurt his neck in the tackle. So John Schuster, the New Zealander, came to Halifax via Newcastle Knights. Oh, pretty poor attempt, missed it by a long way. So the score after 12 minutes, or thereabouts, Halifax 4, Hull 0. It's going to be James Grant to kick off. And the Halifax certainly, Brian, noticeably kicking into that far corner where there's a considerable slope down to the touchline.
Yeah, it is quite a wide pitch from Hull, but yeah, certainly a slope into the corner. Grant, Perrott. Fieldhouse. Pumps off Hasler. Danby gets underneath. Boyd. Carl Harrison. Charging run by Dixon. By Harrison. Good tackle underneath by Dixon. Southernwood. Tackle by Russ Walker. Last tackle. Hagan. High kick. Well taken by Richard Gay. Sterling. Gary Nolan ducks under a tackle there by John Fieldhouse. John Sharp. Street. Eastwood. Going to be straight to late. Collects it easily. Oh, good tackle by Doyle. And by Devey. Schuster. Running across field. And a tackle by Hasler. Fieldhouse. Oh, good tackle by Russ Walker. Boyd. Oh, Hagan. 4 tackles. Robinson. Devotee. Knock on. Boyd found space easily there, Steve, down the middle of Hull defence.
Yes, Halifax forwards having little problem making the yards out of their own half. And so far Michael Hagan has been in good position to kick. Richard Gay will win the ball from the scrum. The penalty is awarded against Des Hasler for talking out of turn about something or other. It's the first penalty of the match, given for a bit of back chat. Quite see what Des Hasler would have said anything about, Brian.
Well, I think he definitely thought the Halifax defence was offside because the ball was held in the back of the scrum and the defence went right up. So it's Schuster. Pretty easy kick. It's about, what, 23 metres out, fairly straight. I think that one's just inside the post.
None too confident, but made it. That's 16 minutes of the match gone. And Hull now trail by 6. Halifax looking a little stronger physically, Brian, up the middle. The forwards have made plenty of yards running the ball out of defence, and then they've been able to kick Hull back down into their own 20-metre line, and Hull have found it hard to get away from them.
Yeah, I mean, said that, Steve. I think the Halifax kick with the wind's going a bit further into it than Hull, and Hull are fielding the ball 10 yards from their own line. You can see that quite a long kick by James Grant, but held up in the wind finally. It's back to Perrott, who falls down at John Sharp's feet. Devotee. Tackle by Doyle. Boyd. Oh, Boyd just bumped. Eastwood. That was a let off for Hull. Because Boyd again, that's 3 times we've seen Boyd beat the tackle with ease. He just kept running and he bumps off Danby. Here goes Devotee, Debe to Grant. Street for the posts. Oh, good run by Tim Street. Best attack by Hull. Mike Dixon. Gay, tackle by Robinson, last tackle on the 10. Hasler chips through. Should be try for Hull, it is. To Gary Nolan. Steve Lay couldn't feel Hasler's tackle, kick. Bounced up beautifully for Gary Nolan. Good set of 6 there though, Steve, much better by Hull.
Yes, all started really from a threat to Hull by the break by Boyd and the pass to Hollis, but he couldn't handle it. Paul Eastwood made good yards. Hull went forward well in that set of 6, and Des Hasler able to put in a pretty good attacking kick, sliding the kick in towards the try line. Seemed to take some sort of ricochet, Brian, and then off a Halifax player, and then Gary Nolan gratefully accepted the chance. 6-4. And Paul Eastwood with a very kickable conversion. And he just, rather similar to Schuster, just squeezing it the inside of the post. The right side, though, 6-all. And 20 minutes gone. I'll give Hull some confidence, Brian. They've been under pressure for most of the game, and a good attack.
Yeah, it certainly is. Doyle. Tackled by Devotee and Perrott. John Sharp. Again, Gary Devotee in the tackle. Russ Walker. Tackled by Fieldhouse. Street. Bumps off Boyd. Street. Deaver. Well, Mike Dixon waiting for the pass. Dixon back to Eastwood. High kick by Paul Eastwood. Should be Steve Lay's ball. It is. Oh, another good tackle by Grant and Doyle. Really met Steve Lay then. Bentley. High tackle, I think, against John Sharp. Against Ben. Penalty to Halifax. Graham Hallis kicking towards us with the advantage of the wind. Big kick by Hallis. Oh, good tackle by Gary Nolan on Harrison. Fieldhouse. Oh, wrapped up by Russ Walker. Boyd. Better tackle that time by Danby. Got underneath him. Didn't allow himself to get bumped off. Schuster. To Perrott. Tackle by Grant. That's 4 gone. Robinson. Devotee. Last tackle. Hagan. High kick. Richard Gay jumps. Doesn't get it. Paul Eastwood does. Gay. Tackle by Hagan. Eastwood. Sharp. Walker. Good tackle by Gary Devotee. Eastwood. Oh, straight to Robinson. Oh, but a good tackle by John Sharp. Boyd. Hagan. Tackle by Devane Doyle. Halifax had no runners then, Steve.
A very flat line. Here's Fieldhouse. Long ball out to Bentley. Bentley back inside to Schuster. Good hull cover on that far side. Danny Devane at the tackle with Mike Dixon. Halifax move it wide. Hagan, nice long ball to Hallis into the gap. Ball picked up by Paul Eastwood. Hallis having a problem with his hands. It's the third he's dropped. Gary Nolan settle things down for Hull and take it into Halifax territory. Again, a bit of a running chance for Hallis, but Graham Hallis finding handling this ball difficult today. Hasler drops off Doyle. Good solid meet met there by Fieldhouse. Tim Street. Street almost up to the 20-metre line. Hasler takes on the defence himself, looking to offload, throws the ball back, picked up by Jeff Doyle. Nice ball out to Deve. Deve finds a bit of space, but come back to where Hasler released it. The last tackle, John Sharp holds on well. Paul Sterling, ball kicked in field. Steve Lair finds a bit of space. We're keen to take his chance, Steve Lair. Steve Hampson played the match last week. Bentley, Fieldhouse, good tackle by Eastwood, ball goes loose. Preston, who I don't think has had a pass so far, has to go back to retrieve it. Perrott. Great ball and all tackle by Eastwood a few moments ago. Robinson, Carl Harrison. Knocked down very well. Suddenwood to Devotee. Tackled 10 metres short of the halfway. The last tackle. Back to Hagan for the kick. Bit of pressure by James Grant. Gets a good kick in. Taken on the full by Richard Gay very well. Slips Fieldhouse but can't get away from Boyd, I think. John Sharp. John working his way up towards halfway. Dixon goes to acting halfback. Go to the open side with Danby now. Danby runs at the defence, but no gap opened up there. Tim Street. Very involved, Tim Street. Good run again. Beating the first tackle. Russ Walker. Good run also by Walker. It's the last tackle, Hull are 40 metres out. Hasler goes to the air. That's trying to bisect Lay and Bentley. The ball eventually taken by John Bentley. Dangerous runner from these situations, but loses it. Always also likely to make errors as well. Was tackled by two Hull men and didn't really have secure grip on the ball. Hull in possession then. 5 to go. Russ Walker drives to the 10-metre line. Dixon, Hasler, Sharp. The ball goes loose. It's picked up by Robinson. Hallis. Ball goes down. Hallis has had a real nightmare with his handling. Fourth time he's put it to the floor. It came from a Hull error there, really. A bit of breakdown of communication between John Sharp and players running off him. Robinson picked up out to Hallis, and he couldn't handle. So, The result of that is head and ball at the scrum to Hull. First knock on. Des Hasler has it. Danby, Gay, out to James Grant. Grant takes on the defence. Schuster stays with him. Richard Gay dummies. Good tackle. I think by Hagen there. Dive runs off from acting halfback. He'll play it on the 30-metre line. Street. Hasler. Takes on the defence. Great break by Des Hasler. Is he going all the way? He is! What a try! In the corner. Oh, very reminiscent of the try against Widnes back in September, Brian. Really seemed to be very little on there. But Des Hasler drifted across the field, sort of half-shaped to draw the line and give a pass out, and then stepped up a gear, went through the first gap and then outpaced the cover. Tremendous try. Well,
he just amazing, Steve. What a try. He went between Harrison. I don't know who the other man was. And Harrison put a limp hand out, and there was a cover came across. It went past him. Steve Lay came. They just had no chance at all. I think it was Hagen the first attempt. I don't think he touched him, and certainly did Steve Lay. His acceleration of 20-30 yards is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, he definitely stepped up a gear, didn't he? He took it to the line, and then really, when he saw the gap was there, or there was a chance of a gap, it was that the turbo drive came into operation, and off he went. Oh. So, tremendous try for its Hull head at 10-6. Now, Paul Eastwood. An important conversion. Strikes it pretty well, but just goes across the post. So Hull have the lead by 10-6. 30 minutes, the match gone. And I think Halifax trying to make a substitution. Gary Lord is going to come on for Carl Harrison, I think. Graham Hollis costing Halifax dear, Brian.
Yeah, he's dropped the ball, I think it's 5 times, and really, I know that he had a long way to go, but if he caught that ball, he had Preston outside him, he'd have fancied a try for Halifax. And 3 times they've caught Hull down this left-hand side and haven't been able to handle. So it's Hull 10, Halifax 4. Dive. Street, who's having a blinder for me. Straight up the middle again. Go. Bumps off 2. Doyle. All forwards running with venom. Walker. Paul to Eastwood. High in the ball from Eastwood. Oh, taken by Paul Eastwood for the post! Oh, he dropped it. I thought he was going to try to kick. I don't know what happened to Paul then. It's a penalty, I think, for Tim Street, not square marking, Steve.
Well, it would have been very interesting if Paul Eastwood, with 2 Halifax men in pursuit, seemed just to lose control of it there. Been very interesting if he'd got it. It was within sort of almost sliding range if he'd taken the tackle, but I've got to say that's a missed chance, really. But a nice bit of variety with the kick. Whether it was, he got a lot of height on it, regathered it brilliantly, and then set off for the line. Yeah, we're right. Harrison coming off, and Gary Lord coming on. Gary Lord not as big a forward, but a tremendously good hard worker. Hagen almost breaks through the defence. Devotee hitting it up. Gets the 40-metre line. First touch of the ball for Lord. Breaks the halfway line. Perrott. Last tackle, Halifax 40 metres out. Hagan kicks through, tries to turn Gay. Gay traps well with his foot. Makes a bit of ground, gets... Oh, the ball goes loose, that's it. Well taken by Paul Sterling, I think. Very well taken. Really dangerous pass by Richard Gay. High risk tariff on that one. Penalty against Halifax for high tackle. I think that's the first penalty for them for Hull in the game. I think they've conceded 3. Mr. Asquith certainly not giving a lot of penalties, which is no bad thing because he's allowing the game to flow. Paul Eastwood will look for touch on the far side. 5 minutes to half time. Finds touch just short of halfway. Forward pass given. So a bad error there. The restart. Halifax should have the ball from the scrum. Bentley. Well tackled by James Grant. Rob Danby underneath. Robinson throws the dummy. Still going. Good run by young Robinson. Played 30 metres away. Danger here for Hull. Fieldhouse. Nice short ball to quick ball to out, and Jeff Doyle being called over. Do you see that, Brian? I didn't see it. Late tackle on Fieldhouse.
I think it was, because just there was a similar thing just before, and I think the referee was waiting to see if it happened again. And I think he decided it did, so it's going to be a penalty to Halifax right underneath the posts. Well, not quite under, but certainly kickable. "30 metres out, pretty straight. Schuster going for goal." Make it just 5 minutes to half time, probably under. Yes, good kick by Schuster. Pretty straight. Make it 3 minutes to half time. Score Halifax 8, Hull 10. That was a penalty against Jeff Doyle for having a late tackle on John Fieldhouse. Chico Jackson on for Russ Walker, who I think's played pretty well in this first half. I think the team's missed his steadiness actually, Steve, Russ Walker, over the last few weeks. Played well against Bradford, he's played well against here. So it's Grant to restart. It's Perrott. Tackled by Hasler and Danby. Boyd. Fortunately not seen much here in the last quarter of an hour. Gary Lord found a bit of a gap. Tim Street manages to close it up. Boyd again. Tackled by John Sharp. Fieldhouse. Inside to Lord. Last tackle. Hagan. Oh, ball hit the flag. It did hit the flag. I think the crowd are shouting it went. was on the inside, but it actually hit the flag then. And that means out. Chico Jackson. Diva. Oh, good run by Diva. John Sharp. Tackle by Boyd. Straight onto a flat ball. Races halfway. 4 tackles gone. Chico Jackson. Good tackle by Southernwood from the marker. Ball back to Eastwood. Chased by Boyd. Just manages to get his kick in to John Bentley. Ooh, to Steve Lay. What a dangerous kick that was. Could have gone anywhere, that pass, Steve.
It certainly was. You thought they were 10 points behind with 10 minutes to go or something. Preston well tackled by Jeff Doyle on the 20-metre line. The Halifax forwards have certainly found it harder to make ground in the last 20 minutes of the half. Lord has come on and added a bit of mobility to the Halifax pack. Robinson, Devotee gets through the tackle of Doyle, but well wrapped up. Last tackle, Halifax 10 metres short of halfway. Hagan onto Sterling's wing. Paul Sterling will let that ball roll into touch. I make it we're just about into injury time. Hull lead 10-8. Certainly under pressure in the first quarter of an hour of the game, but they fought back very, very well. They'll actually lead by 2 tries to 1 on the board. Gary Nolan tries, 3rd in the last 2 matches. And then a special from Des Hasler. Paul Sterling. All tackled by Bentley. Danby. Oh, Danby loses the ball. Could be a disaster for Hull here. Right on half-time. Lord. Hasler holding down definitely. The referee's play on Southernwood. Fieldhouse releases it to a Hull player. Oh, that's a let-off. Danny Diva, I don't quite know what he was doing there, but picked up the ball. Rob Danby runs away from acting halfback, secure with it this time, on the 20-metre line. Paul Eastwood. There we are, half-time. Hull survived that last little error and win the ball back. Finished the half in possession, and they finished the half with a 2-point lead at 10-8, Brian. And I think it's after the first 20 minutes when really Halifax were on top territorially and on the scoreboard as well. Since then, Hull really have had the edge, I think. And what a great try by Des Hasler to put them ahead.
Yeah, wonderful. I see he's talking to referee Asquith as he's coming off. He's had a good chat with him. I think it's about offside. Asquith said, no, the hand's offside, they can do that, and I don't think Hasler... What a wonderful try. It's one of these tries. I remember it was the Widnes game where it's worth the price of the admission to say a try like that. Wonderful try. But really, he'll have to keep it going for another 40 minutes. And at the moment, I would say they could, because the forwards seem to be on top. Halifax are certainly dangerous when they get it out wide. And they're trying to use Hallis and Preston down the left, but fortunately, so far, the handling hasn't been up to it.
No doubt with the words of Malcolm really ringing their ears. I think he was less than satisfied with some aspects of that first half performance. And this is certainly Hull's best away performance so far of the season. Can they go on in the second half to clinch it? What should be the Hull tactics, Brian? kick earlier in the tackle count down into that corner, hold Halifax to their forwards in the 20-metre area?
Yeah, maybe. Probably they will kick a little bit earlier because it will say the advantage of the wind. But I think, you know, the feature of the game so far has been the solid hull tackling. And particularly, I think, in the front row, we've got on top of Halifax. What the biggest danger for Hull has been from Gary Devotee and David Boyd in the back three. But certainly we've controlled the game, most of the game, in the middle of the field. Halifax look dangerous when they move it wide, so we've got to keep the same tactics, move up quick, put them under pressure. Referee waiting for the hooter. Grant kicks to Perrott. And he makes the 20. Lay, or wrapped up by Doyle. Fieldhouse. Tackled by John Sharp. Mike Dixon over the top. Boyd. No, it's Lord, not Gary Lord. Halifax have got 3 players in headgear. There, Gary Devotee. Good run up the middle by Devotee. Good tackle. Hagan. A kick into the corner. He does. He should be pretty easy for Richard Gate. Gale take on Hallis. Beats Hallis easily. Chico Jackson. Sharp. Street bumps him off. Good run by Tim Street. Made some yards for Hull today. Ball back to Paul Eastwood. Under pressure there by the hooker. Ball goes to Steve Lay. Got Preston with him, don't use him. Tackled easily there by Gary Nolan. Preston running off from acting halfback. Beats Danby, doesn't beat Gary Nolan. Oh, Danby flops in there, I thought. Looking to get away without a penalty, Hull. Perrott. Fieldhouse. Hagan going for the gap. Gets the ball to Preston. Doyle coming across. Misses him. Grant. Oh, good play there by Halifax. Good play, good try. Grant beat Doyle for pace. Held off. Grant's tackle, got the ball inside to Schuster. And Schuster ran round here to Hull post. Terrible start there for Hull, Steve.
Yes, but you've got to admire the play. That was a tremendous try. Michael Hagan, a fine ball out of getting away to John Bentley. He scooted away down the wing. Jeff Doyle desperately trying to get across to him, got a hand to him but couldn't stop him. James Grant did get to him, did make the tackle but couldn't secure the ball. The ball came back inside and Schuster finished off. Spectacular try. And Schuster improved the position virtually under the posts, so he should have no difficulty with the conversion. And should be able to turn 4 into 6. 12-10 to Halifax before the kick. And 14-10 after the kick, so bad start to the second half for Hull. What a fine try by Halifax. Referee coming over to talk to somebody on the bench. I think on the Halifax bench.
Checking somebody's name.
Checking some sort of detail with the bench. Find out what that was about. So had 5 minutes of the second half. Hull now 14-10 behind. I think he wanted to check that the hooter was working, or there was some problem with that. Quite sure. Parrott traps the ball from the kickoff. Try and get back to the 20-metre line. That's a good tackle. Chico Jackson in there. Mike Dixon. Fieldhouse. Devorty throws the dummy. Will play it about just short of the 30-metre line, plays it to himself, no Hull marker in there, but loses it. So it'll be a Hull scrum, about 8 metres inside the Halifax half. So Des Hasler to feed this scrum. Danby tries the step of his left foot into the gap, but closed up, tackled by Hagan. Danny Dive. Halifax swarming to the tackle. Chico Jackson takes on Bentley. Makes a few yards, but not too much forward progress made by Hull so far. Dixon goes sharp up the middle of the ruck, almost splits the Arca defence, not quite. Chico Jackson. Oh, and Hasler knocks on. An error. And Halifax have the scrum and possession this time. Mike Smith on to attend to Des Hasler. He's got something in his eye. Hagan. Tackled by Danby. Finished off by Grant. Lord. Over the Chico Jackson over the top. The Halifax crowd roaring for a penalty. The referee I don't think has given a single penalty for holding down at the play of the ball or lying on. Halifax certainly on the surge at the moment. Moving it wide, Devorty. Long ball out to Bentley. Back inside to Schuster. To Hagan. Keeping it going, a good tackle by Sterling on Steve Lay. Robinson. Tackle by Grant. Last tackle. Hagan kicks through for the corner, finds touch about 5 metres from the Hull line. Well, Halifax certainly stepped up a gear at the start of the second half, Brian.
Yeah, that try certainly gave him confidence. Has a great tackle there by Paul Sterling on Steve Lay. Hasler to feed. Tackle by Robinson. Diva. Chico Jackson. Dixon. Street. Still going. Street to Doyle. Ball to Eastwood. Big kick by Eastwood. Lake fields it. Gives it to Preston. Oh, great tackle by John Sharp. Bentley. Tackled by Doyle. Lord. Penalty against Davey for flopping. I don't think you can complain about that, Steve.
No, Hull have got away with a couple of those, and this time Danny Deaver just too late, tests the referee's patience, gives the penalty. So Halifax on the attack again, another set of 6. Great hard tackle, John Sharp, Chico Jackson on Halifax substitute Lord. Hagan, Devotee, nice inside pass to Fieldhouse, but absolutely barreled to the floor by John Sharp and Jeff Doyle. Boyd, switch of play, Hagan. That's a Perrott. Perrott, a nice ball to Lay. Lay tackled by Paul Sterling, good tackle, had to be. Ball goes loose, picked up by Robinson. Devotee, good tackle on the 20-metre line. Halifax certainly buzzing now. Ball goes loose. Preston picks up, Paul Eastwood tackles him. Last tackle. He'll play it 30 metres out. Gary Devotee goes for the angled cross kick onto Paul Sterling. Oh, and he's in trouble. Bentley for the line, no, knocks on. Oh, a bit of a let-off for Hull. Paul Sterling all at sea under that kick. Never looked like getting near it. John Bentley had a chance on the outside. Knocked on over the line.
Paul Sterling seems to leave it. I don't know why, Steve. Well, they thought it was going to go dead, and it was never going to go dead. Hull were real let-off then. Dixon from acting half-back. Good run by Mike Dixon. Street, oh, straight in the middle. Hasler, Doyle, Deaver into the gap. Danny Deaver just couldn't get away. Hasler, Street again. Street, still going. Street. Richard Gay kicks right into the corner.
I think that looks a bit of the whole tactic, doesn't it, to try and force Halifax into a mistake in their own 20-metre line. It is hard bringing the ball away from that corner, especially. Preston, taken by Danby. And Gary Nolan. Schuster, taken by Hasler. Knock on. Mistake by Halifax. That's just what Hull wanted. So scrum midfield, about 15 metres out. Good opportunity. Possession one, Jeff Doyle. Picks the ball up himself, runs at the defence. Danny Deaver breaks the 10-metre line. Dixon, well read. Very good defence by Gary Devotee, read that very well. Street. Tim Street causing problems for the defence, but this time 3-4 Halifax men come in to take him. John Fieldhouse goes for a dive. Tim Street not impressed. Hasler to Deaver, not a great ball. Goes loose, and it'll be a knock-on. And the touch judge from the far side is coming on. Now, very late in coming on. He's come on long after the event. And Certainly some sort of incident involving street and field house. Referee calling two players together. Quite sure what the decision's going to be. Penalty Hall against Fieldhouse for starting the incident, according to the referee, according to the judge on the far side. So he'll get a second chance. Two balls on the field at the moment. There's one lodged the 20-metre line. James Grant's coming to get rid of it. So Hull with a set of 6 here. That's Chico Jackson. Apparently a line past that one. Dixon to straight, right in the thick of the action, 10 metres out, where he loves to be. Here's Richard Gay, but well read by Schuster, good tackle. Hull trying to release that second line of attack. Dive to the 10-metre line. Hasler. Dummies a drop-off, finds Richard Gay. No real conviction in that play. It's the last tackle. What can Hull produce? Dixon goes from acting half. Don't think he's going to make it from there. Halifax have the turnover. Good defence by Halifax on that set of 6. Question is whether Hull can hold them here and maintain the pressure. Perrott, tackled by Dive, makes good yards up to the 10-metre line. Now Fieldhouse. It's out of the first tackle, almost gets up to the 20-metre line. Touch judge comes on, sees something. Three Hull men in the tackle. Certainly John Fieldhouse in some trouble out there. And Fieldhouse certainly in trouble. He's going off. Looks like blood all over his face, looks like a broken nose. Well, that could be a fatal blow to Hull's chances, because not only have they lost a player, but they've lost Street, who was causing havoc in the Halifax defence. Could be the turning point in the game, Brian.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it isn't. As you say, Tim Street's been outstanding. Hancock, come on. Andy Hancock, come on. Hagan tackled. Devotee, drop off. Going blind. Hagan. Devotee. Hallis.
Go on, Alice,
Last tackle. That's a better run by Graham Hallis. Good kick by Hagan, but straight to Richard Gay. Well positioned Gay. Sterling. Dixon. Oh, good run by Mike Dixon. Sharp. Davey. Hasler. Grant. Sterling. Ball to Paul Eastwood. Should be Mark Preston's ball. A lot of room on the outside, but Gary Nolan wraps him up with these. Hallis. Southernwood. Tackle by Davey. Hagan. Good tackle by Doyle and Sharp. Robinson. Boyd. Gets rid of it to Hancock. To Hagan.
Grant in assistance. Parrott. Hull offside. And I think that's the first penalty for offside at the play of the ball in the game. There haven't been many.
I think it is the first penalty.
Seems a rather curious time to give it, but an easy shot for John Schuster. He should stretch Halifax's lead to 6 points here. He duly does. His fourth successful goal. And Halifax's lead, Brian, if you look at it in one way, is entirely made up of the 3 penalties that Hull have conceded, that have been, all of which have been kicked from fairly easy positions by John Schuster. They're certainly not happy side at the moment, Hull. John Sharp is really remonstrating with the referee about that decision. Two tries each, but Halifax with a 6-point lead. As Grant kicks off. Steve Lay. It's away from Greenwood and Paul Sterling, but wrapped up by James Grant. Done a lot of work in defence today, James Grant. Some very good tackles. John Sharp always tackles well in the middle of things here. Hagan. Halifax stretching the whole defence whenever they can. Numerical advantage of 1. Devotee. Forward pass. Halifax don't like that decision. So, scrum goes down 30 metres from the Halifax line. Hull head and feed. Oh, the ball goes. Hasler couldn't control it, and Robinson is round to take it. Certainly things running a bit against Hull at the moment. Hagan. Taken by Greenwood and Grant. Hancock. Devotee into the gap. Well taken by Nolan. Oh, it was taken high, says the ref. Well, I wasn't sure that was that high, Brian.
I thought it was a shirt collar job, really, Steve. Oh, Schuster, I think he'll go for touch. It's a bit long, a long way out. Harrison coming on for Lord for the last quarter of an hour or so. Some tough tackling going in by Hull. Carl Harrison. Elbow by Carl Harrison. Penalty to Hull. Thought it was elbow. I think it's actually signalled for holding the play down. Hull making a substitution. Russ Walker coming on for Danny Devey. Devey. Hasler drops off Sharp. John Sharp's another excellent game for me today. Chico Jackson. Penalty for pulling the ball out. I thought he lost it actually. So it's Paul Eastwood. Hull making the substitution then, Russ Walker coming on, Danny Devey coming off. Dixon. Hasler, Dixon, Sharp, well read. Hasler, Chico Jackson, Jackson. Grant. Brendan Greenwood acting halfback. Think he'll take him on, he does. Shows a bit of pace, Greenwood. Playing against his hometown club. Knocked back in the tackle though by 3 Halifax defenders. Richard Gay going down the blind side. Good run by Gay. Last tackle to Hull. Doyle, a high kick. Think it'll go dead? It does, by a long way. So it's Halifax tap on the 20. I get just 10 minutes left. John Bentley. Hancock. Carl Harrison. Good tackle by Russ Walker. Boyd. Southernwood to Devotee. Again, Russ Watering to the tackle. Last tackle. Paul Eastwood's ball. Tackle by Hagan and Perrott. Gary Nolan. Did well, did Gary Nolan. Eastwood to Sharp. Doyle, charging run. Had a bit quieter in this second half, Steve Doyle. Hasler. Hasler running. Hasler to Grant. Just that injection of pace by Hasler created a little bit of an opening. Hasler again to Greenwood. Kicks. Easy kick for the fullback. For Lay. Ooh. Steve Lay ran into Chico Jackson then. Hancock. Tackled by Greenwood. Carl Harris, not the blind side. Tackling by Hull. Devotee. That's 4. It's Boyd. Good tackling. Last tackle. Ball back to Hagan. Plenty of time. Kicks behind Sterling. Sterling tackled by Perrott. Richard Gay. Richard Gay. Gary Nolan. Sharp. How they go round, Steve, for me, John Sharp's probably been Hull's best forward, attack and defence. Hasler coming up the blind side. Drops off Walker. Doyle. Greenwood. Oh, Greenwood loses it. Hancock tackled. Plays it forward. A mistake by the youngster then. Devotee, good long ball. Bentley knocks it on. One's a very good pass, was falling at his feet actually.
Yes, I think it would have been a contortionist to have taken that really difficult ball, dipping away from him. But we're into the last 6 minutes, and Halifax have the lead by 6 points. Michael Hagan's been given the sponsors man of the match. I thought Boyd in the Halifax forwards would be high up there. It's Paul Sterling. Hull in possession, but 90 yards away from their target. Greenwood from acting halfback makes a few yards. Chico Jackson. Good run up the middle. Almost turns and offloads. It's Eastwood supporting him. John Sharp. Almost bumps off the tackles. They just managed to hold on to him. Doyle. Doyle. Nice ball. Ball goes loose. Hull having to, of course, to take risks. Halifax come up with possession 40 metres out with Hancock. Chris Robinson. Tackled by Hasler and Gary Nolan. Bentley. Gets away from Sterling. Bentley towards the corner. Taking some stopping from there. Oh, he makes it. Oh, just sheer determination. Over in the corner. What a good try by John Bentley. Well, it just wasn't going to be stopped there. Brian showed tremendous strength, especially in the latter stages when 2 or 3 Hull men were around him and he just stretched out and made the line. And that certainly won the game for Halifax.
Yeah, that's definitely the match winner. So he's been instrumental in both the Halifax tries in this second half. Made the first one, scored the second one. And really he beat 5 Hull defenders by sheer strength and pace then. You say was all on, being tackled at least 3 times. The Rob Danby coming back on, I think. That's it though. Hull certainly can't pull back a 10-point lead and potentially a 12-point lead. There's only, I'll make it about 4 minutes left. Schuster's kick drops short. So it's 20 points to 10. That was a great try by Bentley. He's a very iffy player, and Steve makes some appalling mistakes when he's not under a great deal of pressure, but he really showed his finishing power then.
Yeah, so we had 2 spectacular tries in the second half in different ways. Bentley the provider on the first occasion and then the finisher in the second. Rob Danby coming on for Gary Nolan. Well, the game really over now. Only 3 minutes or less to go. And Hull have certainly competed well here this afternoon, but I think the turning point was the dismissal of Tim Street. Oh, Halifax make the error from the kick-off, so they'll have to drop out from under the posts. I think it's all too late for Hull now. A strong, determined effort by the Hull forwards today, but had the lead at half-time, but just haven't been able to exert enough pressure in the second half. Brandon Greenwood collects the dropout. Russ Walker. Now Chico Jackson straightens up almost to the 20-metre line. Sharp. Mike Dixon wrapped up by the Halifax defenders. Hasler. Greenwood. Grant. Stopped on the 20-metre line. Last tackle. Gay. Kicks through Richard Gay. Ball goes loose. Picked up by a Halifax man. Harrods. A lot of pace to second row. Very promising young player. Very strong, very quick. Good run after defence by him. Plays it 25 outs. Hallis. Robinson. Bit of gap, bit of space on this side. Schuster. Schuster throws the dummy. That looked forward to Bentley, but it's play on. Bentley going, steaming along. Still going, but wrapped up by Richard Gay and Brandon Greenwood, who play it on the Hull 20-metre line. Halifax looking to finish with a flourish. Robinson. Taken by good tackle by Paul Sterling in midfield. Carl Harrison. Oh, managed to just control the ball. It bobbled around. Devotee, nice pass into the gap. Try, I think, for Hagan as the Hull defence just opened up. And Halifax go to a 24-10 lead. They've certainly had the better of the second half, Brian, but I think the winning margin is going to slightly flatter them, isn't it?
Yeah, going to look as though Hull wasn't in the game, but to be honest, when they're 14-10 down, Tim Street got sent off, that was the game, because Hull was just starting to get a roll on again and the forwards were getting on top, but Street went off. And as well as you're losing a man out the defence lines, we saw then, because there was an overlap down Halifax's left there. Because Street was making so many yards going forwards, and they could ill afford to lose him. So it's 20 points to 10, 20 foots. 24-10, Schuster trying to make it 26-10. If he does, it will give a whole unrealistic idea of the game. Looks good from here, falls short. I'll make that time. There certainly has been some injury time in this second half though.
2 minutes.
Oh, Preston feels it. Tackled by Doyle and Dixon. Perrott, who's had a good second half. Stopped by Hasler. And I think it's James Grant. Oh, good tackle by Russ Walker on Hancock. Carl Harrison. Robinson kicks, obstructed. This could be the last attack of the game from Halifax. Hallis kicking for touch. Hancock. Tackled by Chico Jackson. Well tackled by Chico Jackson. That's it. So the final score from Thrum Hall is Halifax 24, Hull 10. It's goodbye from Steve Alderson and Brian Holwell. See you next Sunday, home game against Castleford.